with Affirm. It's you can go email Los Angeles at Affirm. That's AF3IRM.org. See you on March 5.
We'll put this on the California for Progress and Marching Rally. We'll put her information.
Yeah.
Thank you. And sorry, Jay Ponte. Yeah, Jay's up. And I'll come down and meet you right now. Here you go, Jay.
Mitakuyasin! Water's life!
Water's life!
Miniwachoni!
Miniwachoni!
Is that the best you have? Is that the best you have? Is that the very best you have? Miniwachoni!
Miniwachoni!
Okay, so has anyone heard of Defund Dapple? Has anyone heard of Bank Exit? Hashtag Bank Exit? So my brother George Funbaker on Indigenous Peoples Day said something about taking the money out of the banks. And he said, who has their money in Wells Fargo? And I said, I got very shy. He said, I'm the only one. I said, okay then. But from that moment, the seed was planted. And we started a great movement. And some allies got together, led by this indigenous leadership, to show that we are not resisting. We do not need to resist, because we are standing. All the people, we are the ones who have the power. And we will show them that we have the power, that we will no longer invest in indigenous genocide. So I want a commitment from you. I want a commitment from you that you will no longer keep your money in the institutions that are funding climate change. Raise your hand if you're standing. Raise your hand if you're standing. Defundapple.org. Go to the bank, take your money out. Tell them why. Post with the hashtag BankExit, because it is Standing Rock. They're still there. It is the Sable Pipeline. It is the Trans-Pecos Pipeline. It is every single fossil fuel project. It is Flint, Michigan. They still have no water in Flint, Michigan. So I want to thank the indigenous leadership. It is an honor to stand on Tongva land. And I want to thank all of the knowledge and training we received at Standing Rock. Because what I learned at Standing Rock is that when the people are united, not in anger, not in hatred, but with love, there is no challenge we cannot overcome. The people have the power. We're going to show them nationwide on this day when people are celebrating materialism. Miniwachoni!
Miniwachoni!
Thank you, Brother Jay. We can enjoy the rest of our days now. The rest of this day, let's go home in peace and harmony. Next Saturday, CNN, as Lydia's calling it. Jeremy, we got a few. Oh, one more?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 more.
Thank you for staying here and listening to each other. That's what we're doing here. We're conversating, we're learning from each other. So,
Thank you for having us.
introduce yourself.
Hello, my fellow humans. We are... Oh, sorry. Thank you. Hello, my fellow humans. We are part of Democratic Socialists of America, and we got 3 things to say. First, President's Day, there will be a protest. Not my President's Day protest. Save the date for that. I do not know where, but we'll be protesting that day on President's Day. 2, May 1st, May Day. SCIW call for a general strike. That means on that day, we will not work, will not buy anything, we will protest until Trump, Pence, Bannon, the fascist regime are out of the White House, and every seat for Congress, Senate, all of them are up for re-election. And finally, third thing, we highly recommend, I'm not for you to join any organization, an organization that you feel is best in our heart. I'm not advocating for our organization. I recommend you organize, because from the bottom of my heart, when I organized, honestly, I felt so much closer with other people, and you get so many opportunities to do these amazing rallies. Get really connected. And I really recommend you join an organization you feel is most right to you. Thank you so much. Have the most wonderful day.
She's the furthest south so far.
please bear with me. I've never done this in English before, so I'm going to try my best. My name is Lore, like folklore, and I represent the Zapoteca Toyac people of Veracruz. Unfortunately, we have been going through a lot of issues forever now, but mainly right now because of the cartels. This April 6th will be 2 years since my brother got taken away because we try to help all the indigenous people. So right now I started an organization here called Stand Up SoCal. We want to help everybody, pan-indigenous as much as we can. I ask you for the support. Most of the drugs coming in here come from Veracruz. The government and the cartels work together. They go up to the land, they take the land, they rape our women, they kill our children, they raise all the drugs from that land, and it comes here. All I want is acknowledgement, and for anybody who can help me out, not monetarily, but just simply as support. Please help us. My people are dying, and I'm not going to let it happen. Our movement in Mexico is called MCLN, Movimiento Cultural de Liberación Nacional. We are trying to liberate the country through culture, music, freedom, and art. If anyone can help me, I really appreciate it. We'll never forget this. Patria o muerte. Hasta la victoria siempre.
Excuse me, you need him and then see us after, okay? Because
Have your
we're
people
with
call
that.
our
We're with that.
people, and no, none of that. We're talking right now with each other. A few more minutes, and then we're gonna.
We're gonna go ahead
Go home.
and, for the life of me, I'm blanking up. Yeah, Paola. We met up on the bus when I ranted for like a minute because they kept telling me, say a prayer at the Women's March, and I refused because, you know, it's Gloria. Grandmother Gloria is supposed to say a prayer. And when we met, we had the same abalone shell and it's red. So we said, okay, kindred family here, kindred spirits.
We're keeping it hella real out there.
Yeah. So here she is. Thank you, Paula.
Gracias. Hi everyone, I'm Paula, I'm Quiche, I'm here reclaiming my indigenous identity. I'm super down with the pan-indigenous movement. That's what we need so desperately right now. I'm also here representing Code Pink. For 14 years, we've been resisting war and militarism, and if we're talking about divestment, we really need to rethink how our taxpayer money is funding migrant detention centers, is funding war in the Middle East, has been funding war in Latin America, and everywhere in the world, in Africa and Asia, South Asia. We really need to be thinking, because during Obama's administration, last year, there was 3 bombs being dropped every fucking hour. Yes. And that's getting funded with our taxpayer money. We are spending hours slaving ourselves to capitalism to fund war so that the politicians can put the money in their pockets, and we really need to organize around this. We cannot be funding our own oppression, not here in the streets, not in Standing Rock where they have tanks and militarized police, not in Yemen, not in Syria, not in Palestine, not in Guatemala, not in El Salvador, you know? So it's gonna take a transnational village across borders. We're gonna be fighting for a borderless world, and we can't be asking for permission anymore. So let's rethink our taxes, let's organize around it.
Thank you. All right, and just like theater, our curtain is coming to a close, and we say thank you, good night, good afternoon, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you out here in the streets again, as there are many, many more days. And let's keep our resolve, let's keep our fists in the air, let's keep each other in check, and at the same time keep each other supported. Let's trust one another and carry on in this way. So I ask Creator again to bless each and every one of us here today, Creator. I give you thanks for this life that you gave us here today, Creator. I give you thanks, Creator, for this breath, for this opportunity to be here again in our Sacred Earth Mother, our one mother that we have, that each and every human, two-legged, winged, rooted, four-legged living beings have to call home. And we pray for the protection of her. And we do what we can, not for ourselves, but for the 7 generations to come. as the 7 generations before us, our ancestors have prayed for us in that way. It's through their sacrifice, it's through their suffering, through their work and their love that we stand here, Creator. Now it is our turn to do that for the 7 generations to come. We are the manifestation of prophecy. We give thanks to those great leaders that made the journey. They still watch over us. We give thanks to our grandparents and our parents, our brothers and sisters, our children, and thank you again. Oh, that's cool.
Well done. Aishka.
Don't watch the Super Bowl!
Can I ask you guys a question? I'm with BuzzFeed News right now. There was a call to action yesterday. There was a video that was being released from Standing Rock. And there seems to be some confusion as to should people go back to Standing Rock right now or not?
I think
It's a very tricky thing.
It's from my understanding, I think it's really important that there's bodies on the front line. And if you have the ability to sustain yourself and you're strong, you have a good heart right now, and your spirit is full, and you feel called to go, then I think you should go. But go in a good way. I know that there's internal discussions about whether they should break down camp because it's going to flood in that area anyway. So I don't have the answers. Any of my Lakota, yes.
Well, I know that on February 22nd, the BIA is coming through and they're going to
Clear out
everyone because of the floods, you're saying. But I think they...
Even in Sacred Stone?
Yes.
I heard that the BIA just recently infiltrated Sacred Stone and started making arrests. And so I know that the BIA is acting actually against the Native people. Bureau of Indian Affairs, they're supposed to work on our behalf, but they're working against us, just like Morton County Sheriff's Police, just like the oil companies, Energy Transfer Partners. I think there's divisions in leadership and different ideas, but I know ultimately the action is to stand their ground. Madonna's going to be there. If you can go out and help, I know they need help cleaning up, period. Yeah. So if you can go help with the intention of being of service and to clean up. If you're not prepared to go and you don't have your own funding or you don't have sources, then you should stay and find other ways you can get involved. Divest, freeredfund.com. What other websites? Anybody?
legal websites.
Yeah, legal defund.
The legal,
Lakota Law Project.
Support all indigenous media right now, absolutely. The Digital Smoke Signals, Drone to Be Wild, support them, send support to them. They're on the ground. They're the ones who are making sure that all of this is being documented. The BIA, like you said, is turning against these people of their land. They're supposed to be helping them. They broke a person's arm yesterday. It's not right. It was a woman. They broke her arm.
The baton.
Yeah, it's awful, but absolutely, they need bodies on the ground, but if you can sustain, and if you can be there, and you're there with good intent, just exactly as my sister said here, you have to go there willing to serve, because we have to remember that this is not a war as of right yet, because I mean, they're infiltrating, but we're there for the water, and we're there to stand there, and we're there to pray peacefully and maintain that. So don't go as an agitator, don't go armed, don't go any of those things. Just go in prayer and go ready to serve, and just support the indigenous media that's there right now.
And if you're a non-native ally, know that they're targeting brown people, they're targeting indigenous people, and part of being an ally is putting yourself in between law enforcement, DAPL security, BIA, making sure that you're standing in the way, because they're not targeting white people, they're targeting indigenous people, and it's part of the plan. So anyway, all that.
Also, there's still people that have cases, they're facing federal felony charges and even misdemeanor charges, and they still need financial help. So find a water protector
legal fund.
Has legal, charges and help financially pay for their legal defense. That'll help in a big way.
And do you guys mind if we just move a little bit right over here? Just real quickly, you guys Small project, Grown to Be Wild. It's a really good outlet.
Yes.
You just let people know where can they find these people, where can they find these
Grown to Be Wild just got their website up. I believe it's growntobewild.com. It could be a .org. I'm not for certain on that, but just type in Drone to Be Wild. They are the drone. I don't even know what you call them, but
Locally, we have Red Defense on Facebook. You can look up Red Defense.
Red Earth Defense. We're also that's another organization, but yeah, Indigenous Smoke Signals also has their own Facebook page and websites as well. But again, those are the people who are on the ground who have returned. A lot of water protectors are returning. They're hearing the call again, and we have to stand. And the non-native allies are definitely needed to be in between those lines for those people. Veterans need to come back. We need their support.
There were veterans that left Texas 2 days ago.
Yes,
There's veterans leaving California on the 9th.
Yes,
I know.
yeah, Veterans Stand for Standing Rock. That is who they're with. Just again, it's all about communication. It's about reaching out to the people who are on the ground, find out what they need, and support them.
Yeah, and then I'll also say, if you want to stand in resistance, represent Sacred X, launched by Natives in Philanthropy, Bethany Yellowtail. You can buy gear that is resistance gear, and all the profit proceeds go to the movement. So Sacred X just launched yesterday, and it's for the people, by the people.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, if you guys want to do interviews, I've been with here.
I just wanted to say hi. I've danced with you in Gisella's class before. Yeah, Lisa. I haven't been there in a long time, but thank you for that women's song. That was so good. I'm gonna send you her information. Maybe we'll dance together. I don't know.
What is that?
What is this, Rick?
Oh, it's
Make it?
Yeah, I made it. It's just
You broadcast on 2 different channels?
yeah. So one of them was on March and Rally Los Angeles, and the other one on Facebook. The other one's on my thing on Periscope.
Nice. That's a cool rig.
Yeah, it's the second time I'm using something like this. First time was like a handheld one.
Were you a standing rod?
No, I haven't.
Have you tried using it with the hat on? Is it harder with the helmet to keep it steady?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I do it both ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. I mean, this one's taller, so but it's not too bad. It's reasonable. But I normally don't have a second camera on top, so I don't usually have a second camera on top here. That's the.
Water is life.
Water is life. Water is definitely more important than money. All right, everybody, I'm gonna log out.